What's up, everybody? This is Kurt H. I'm the Lazy Farmer, and welcome to Lazy Farmer Simulations. And today we are on the Mohawk and Selkirk server, and it is here. Check it out. It's a nasty wintry day. I'm already going to change this. I'm going to change this screen too. I'm looking at it, and I thought maybe having a little border around might be okay. But this thing is coming under the heading of next time you have an idea, just let it go. Anyway, all right. We had a request for some CSX action, so we're going to do some CSX action. And right now, where are we? Oh, trans something offloading. Oh, never mind. I don't need that. Oh, let me get my keyboard out of the way. How's everybody doing? All right. Oh, you know the first thing is, this is wintertime, and the one thing about this map, and whoa, the snow gets so deep, especially up around DeWitt. It gets so deep that you cannot even see the switches. You have to go below the map to see the switches. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the winter here, and only if it was this easy. Let's go back to July, freeze time, override network. You gonna do it? Come on. Might take some time. Also, we're gonna move the time back a little bit. There we go. Hello. Time thawed. Okay, come on. Anyway, let's go get some things fired up. Whoa. We need to make some changes here. I'm looking. Bear with me. Alright, stop snowing. Here we go. That's somewhat better. Alright, ground view. Here we go. What's up, Scar? How you doing? Good morning to you too, sir. Wait, I shouldn't say sir. I don't know what your pronouns are. Yes, they do. So the way the servers work for the NorCal, you would join the Discord that is in the description, and then once you're in that Discord, there's a second Discord, and just the way the bot works, there's a second Discord which once you would request on the first Discord, you request access to Pittsburgh and Mohawk, and then we'll get you over to that Discord, and then we put you into the bot, and then every time you sign on, you just have to do /refresh/pass, and you'll get a new password. So everybody gets an individual password through the bot. Other than that, they're wide open. So I want to make, that's a good topic. Thank you for bringing this up. I don't require checkout rides. But that being said, if we have an individual that likes to crash the server, they'll be banned. If you use the emergency stop a lot, that could cause you to say, okay, let's go into testing. Let's see if we can't prevent that from happening on a regular basis. Consistently driving a train off the end of the track, crashing the server. There's some things that will get you banned, but for the most part, we're open. Okay, there's no checkout ride. If you want to check out ride, if you want to up your game, there is something that I do. There is a membership. If you subscribe to that, then you can get one-on-one time with me. I will go ahead and help you out. My goal here with the servers is to get you ready to go over to either the Depot Plus or to the Mateo servers or the High Green server, one of those three. And those are some of the more populated ones. So these servers tend to be wide open, but these are for learning. Mistakes are okay. You know, every once in a while, a mistake is okay. I make mistakes all the time. I make mistakes so you guys don't have to. That's my motto. Oh boy, that's good. Coffee. All right. So on the map, where am I at? Well, this is Schenectady Yard right up in here. And if we head out to CP 156, which comes in down here at the Carmen sub, and then this one goes to CPSH, which is right here. So we're down in this area right in here. No worries, Bergonis. I mean, yeah, you're more than welcome. More the merrier. So there's 3 servers. There's the NorCal, or the Roseville DLC that goes from Roseville, California, over the Sierra Mountains to Sparks, Nevada. Then there's the MoSel or Mohawk and Selkirk, which is what we're on, and then there's also the Pittsburgh line east and South Fork secondary. And then after the first, there will be a 4th server. I've already decided, without even looking at the DLC, I'm going to be doing the new Norfolk Southern one as well too. So that one's going to be up and running. We'll see how popular that one is. But okay, anyway, so going back to where we're at. So somewhere we're in here, and I believe there's a local sitting here in the Schenectady Yard that needs to come down to where we're located, down in here. But before I can bring it, I need room. So we've got a lot of cars sitting over here. All these cars have turned. So we're going to empty these tracks and get them over here into the little mini yard, which is on this track here where these locomotives are. And we'll get some cars down into here as well too. So I believe I'm going to start with the tanks. Yeah, we're going to back in, grab this car here, use that as a shoving platform. Then I've got some more tanks that will come down here. We'll get some things staged. All right, let's get to work. All right, I'm kind of disheartened here. Okay, freeze time, override, we're July. Put it back into system time. So we're back to, this is, it wants to change. I'm trying to get rid of the snow on the ground, but I guess we're going to have to deal with it. You know what? Let's let it snow. There we go. We're just going to let it snow. We'll deal with it. All right, engine hood up. Oh wait, one more. There we go. What is going on? Did I not? Oh, you know what? I'm a doofus. Let's get back on the ground. So we start the locomotives. We don't turn on breakers. Actually, I don't know why I did the OT. Habit. You ran on the new route last night? What'd you think of it? What did you think of it? Yeah, I do everything on a strict budget. So I do have money set aside, but the money is set aside for the new for when they come out with Modesto to Stockton, and that one is coming. Override time, adjust time, freeze time if you want to stay frozen at the exact point in time. Keeps okay. Gotcha. Thank you, Gray. Appreciate you. What's up, CSX? How you doing? Look at this, your namesake right there. Albino tailgaters in the house. I once again, it's an area of the country I know nothing about. Computer struggles do suck, but you know what? Here's the thing. This is how I look at things. It's actually a positive, because my system is running so much better. Now I don't know if you guys saw that. Oh, wrong way. If you saw the little stream I put out last night, it's back up. That's all I can say. Because backing up the parent file for Run8 and then just deleting what was on my system. I don't know what, I still don't know which update it was that caused the issue. Because it was like a bunch of updates. There was an update for Run8. There was an update for Windows at the same time. I just did all my updates. And I find that the latest update, as they were getting ready that came out with the new map, that when you look through it, one of the files that was updated was the exe file. So, which I've never noticed that before. That could be nothing. It could be something. I don't know. I don't care. Okay, we bled. We're probably bled. Yeah, we're bled. All right. Thanks, man. I'm glad to be streaming again too. Awesome. All right. So let's start with Gray. Gray is trying to help me out here. Okay, correct procedure is override time. Override time. Okay. Next, adjust time. I'm going to adjust days. Let's go to August. And we'll turn it down to about 9 o'clock. And then freeze time. We'll give that a try. I'm just trying to get rid of the snow on the ground. The thing that made me feel good about the issue that I was having here was I wasn't the only one. So it wasn't a lazy farmerism. So a lot of people were having that issue that I had last stream. You like the snow? I like the snow too. Honestly, I do. That's why I keep going back and forth. Do I want to freeze time, override time? Go keep it here, let it snow. I like it. You know, we're coming into Christmas. It feels good. The only thing is that on this map, especially like I said, I should go up and take you guys up to the DeWitt yard, and I need to do some work on the Mohawk. I keep saying that. Go up to the Mohawk DLC and do some work in DeWitt and get things ready for up there so we can work some of the Utica yards. There's so much to do. I have so much to do. And then just as I'm about to stream, I'm sitting there like, okay, let's see what's on TV here while everything's getting ready. Get my coffee ready, the whole bit, and let's see, Penn State and SMU. It's the college football playoff kickoff. Oh my goodness. Update 18 gave me launch issues and had to move, reinstall, run it. Yeah, I gotcha. It happens. I mean, but this is why. One of the, and I guess it's in the, well, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I thought about it afterwards, so I don't think I did. But when you back up your Run8, just all you gotta do is right click on the parent directory for Run8 and click copy. It copies everything underneath it, and then save it into a folder with the date. So after you do the updates, and you only need to keep like maybe 3, maybe 4, not too many. You don't have to keep a lot. All right, I'm going to pull up past this switch here, and then we'll take a look and see which ones we need to go after first. I think we're going to go grab the tanks. But yeah, you just keep a few of them handy. 3, maybe 4 updates so you can roll back. It was just a weird thing. And you guys were here with me last time. I need to pull forward a little bit more. I guess weather effects are bound to the server and not to the client machine. Maybe there is a setting on the graphics can be unchecked. Yeah, well, I mean, it's really neither here nor there. I was thinking that maybe for the stream it might be better, but you know what? I'm going to do some work in the snow. All right, we're going to grab these tank cars back here. We're lined in. Hey, you're welcome. So thank you for requesting it. I played last night, just locally. I ran from the Cowell Yard, this is Southern California. I shouldn't say, it's the Southwest map. It's no longer just Southern California. So the Southwest map, I ran from the Cowell Yard to Riverbank. I got in there a string of cars for the Met up there. I have no brakes on, man. It just comes to a stop. It's the snow. It's got to be the snow. Looked out my window. I tell you, it's like super foggy outside. It is cold enough here in the Central Valley of California that if it were to start raining, it would probably snow. But that's the one thing about the valley. Being down low, cold sinks. Basic physics. Cold sinks. Heat rises. So all the cold in the area just like drops into the valley, comes down off the mountains, which when there's no fog or anything like that, I can actually see right over there. Come on. That's a little hard. Thank God they're not explodey boys. Alright, let's take a look. Somehow this side got completely overloaded. Oh, I want those open. There we go. I'm really amazed. This last half of 2024, so much content from Run8. Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. Go here, keep. We're just walking. We're just signing a little. Now there is a cheat key. The F7 key will actually. I don't want to air them up, but the F7 key will connect all these, open up all the angle cocks, put air and everything. But I just don't want these. These are bled. They've been sitting here for a while. Every time the server goes down too, or I take the server down like I did yesterday. I took all the servers down and did the update on them. All right, we're going to connect this one. We are not going to air these up though. All right, but I will use the F5 and release the brakes. All right, here we go. So the idea is we're going to get all these cars out of here, out of the way, and then I'm going to go run back to the Schenectady yard and see what train will come out here. And basically, it's just a turn. It's to drag the cars out here into this yard, and then these locomotives actually work the trains. And that's, well, under the ops guide, that's not really how it happens, I believe, if memory serves me. Sometimes memory doesn't serve me. All right, ground view. This is a fun DLC. This is the Selkirk DLC that I'm on. And there's enough work here just on this DLC. All you need is just the base game. If you're living in the northeast area, in and around the Selkirk yard, up there, all you need is just the base game and the Selkirk DLC. There is a lot of work just on this DLC. All right. Let's go back, I believe. Yeah, I want to put him down that track right there. So, all right. Well, let's see. Next Saturday, I gotta figure out when I'm gonna stream. It may be if I stream on Saturday, it will probably be. Let me look at my. What's up? Oh, you changed your name, Ken Tydek. What's up, Mr. Tydek? How you doing? Welcome back from your trip. Okay, there's that. Who actually tried to... I don't know who that was. Alright, let's go back in. I'm looking at the calendar on my phone. Planning for next week. probably be in the afternoon next Saturday. It won't be a morning one. It will be an afternoon one. I have post-Christmas stuff going on. 2 aliases. Uh-oh. 2 aliases. Who you hiding from? That's all I want to know. That's what inquiring minds want to know. Just kidding. I think what it is, you just caused some of the shenanigans out there, and when you're over in Europe, that you got to go into hiding. Here's the other thing too. I know, get this. Okay, so you were sending me pictures of tractors and stuff when you were in Germany. So I know that while you were in Germany, you had stolen, didn't you? Come on, just admit it, you had stolen. You had to have. Everybody's probably wondering, what's stolen? What did he steal? No. Oh, now you see, you know what? If I had known you were going to do that, I would have said, okay, I'm going to give you some money. Have you pick some. Listen, okay, I grew up. My little history of the lazy farmer. I am firstborn U.S. on my mom's side. They came over from Germany in 32. And my grandmother, some of my fondest memories was of my grandmother baking homemade Stollen during the holidays. And it's hard to find. I mean, I can probably order it and have it delivered, but it's not the same. It's not the same. When I was still married, my wife and I, we went to Heidelberg. And nice little town. I really enjoyed my time there. And it was right after Christmas. So Trader Joe's has it. If I had a Trader Joe's, I mean, I'm in the middle of Central Valley of California. I mean, I would have to go, I think I'd have to go take the train. Oh, darn, I'd have to take the train to Sacramento to get to the nearest Trader Joe's. With marzipan. Oh, my gosh. You're killing me, Smalls. We're going to shove these all the way to the back. Because I think the next string of cars we're just going to put in. And we're going to set these up so when I come in with the other train, train trip. Because it's literally where Trader Joe's is. It's all right. I can either just bring my bike with me, but it gives me an excuse to go jump on the train. Because where the train comes into Sacramento, 1 block away is the Sacramento Railroad Museum. Oh, yep, I got to stop. It's a train nuts mecca. You know, I got to make that pilgrimage at least once a year. And I love to yell at the guy that likes to stop the excursion train. I better start slowing down because that's the end of the train, and there's no bumpers down there. If I go off the end of the train, I'll crash the server. All right, good enough. And we will go this way. I got enough of a buffer lead down there at the end that I do not have to worry about it, but I'm going to apply brakes on everything over here. But oh yeah, no, it's and then somebody at work, we had our holiday party. I call it a Christmas party, but in the environment I work in, it's a holiday party. I miss visiting that museum when I had SMF overnight. So we stayed at the nearby Holiday Inn. Gotcha. I know exactly where you stayed. All right. We're going to go ahead and back up, take the pressure off that coupler just. There it goes. All right. My next big train trip will be this summer. I think what I'm going to do is my plan is I'm going to take a train. I'll take the train over to Emeryville, and I may stay the night in Emeryville just for giggles, and then be like at the station early. My point is to get on the California Zephyr and hopefully get into the observation dome and put the camera up so I can actually record the trip over the mountains, and then leave from Emeryville and then go up through Sacramento and over the mountains again. Attach point, that's what I'm looking for. All right. Well, I guess I should get to keep it going, keep the bell going. Safety first, but I am the lazy farmer. Safety last. All right, let's see. Which ones are full? There's a string of cars that's full. I need to put those on this track here. They got the T-motor they have worked recently? Wait, you talking about they finally put a T in the Railroad Museum? I'm confused. What I want to do, unfortunately, they're only going right now because of the winter. Their winter routes are to go from here, where I live, to Stockton, and then you get off the train and get on a bus to go to Sacramento. And then you get on another bus to go over the mountains. They're not sending passenger train over the mountains, which really amazing that because they don't. Oh, SP 6814. Okay, all right. I'll go check that one out. Okay, that one's only got some. I think it's the one on the other side. Yeah, the MSCs. Those are. All right, so I'm going to pull those, and I'll put the loaded ones down the track over here, and then I'll bring these over, and that'll clear. That should clear everything, so that when I come in, it's still going to be interesting because I got way too many cars over here. But I think what we do is, I don't know, I have to take a look at the map. Oh, where's my map? Oh, it's over there. I pulled my maps out last night. Yeah, I haven't been here, haven't been on this map in a while. So, all right. I posted some of my favorite videos last night. I found, was it 7 Idea Productions actually did a short on the SP Daylighter decked out as a Christmas train. They do some good work. Their stuff is pretty artistic. Let's turn off slow speed. We'll get going a little bit faster here. No more than 10 miles an hour though. Alright, let's see a tank. These are the loaded ones. So these are loaded, so we'll pull these out, couple onto these, and because that's so long and loaded, we'll air those up, and then we'll go ahead and I think I can put everything on this track right here. I think. It's either that or, well, maybe not. I'm going to have to push down this side here. You know what? I'm going to. Let's go for it. Let's see. I always misjudge the distances, so let's go for it. But I was starting to say that, yeah, if you go through Roseville this time of year, the flangers are sitting down there, the snowplow is sitting out there, the rebuilt snowplow from back in the day. And see, then here's the other side too. If I grab all these and then drag them back to Schenectady, am I going to have room in the Schenectady yard, or we have the oh, there's a overflow track, which I think already has cars in it, if I remember correctly. And of course, the obligatory commercial is, if you like the content that you're seeing, please hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. Share the videos out with any friends or family member that are enjoy trains or are looking for a good train simulator. The best train simulator out there by far is Run8. All right. Ground view. Now this is going to be, these are all loaded, so I'm going to air these up. And little F7 cheat. Boom, we're all connected. Air, angle, everything, we're 100%. I'm going to pull it up here past this switch. There we go. Notch 2. Anybody traveling, or everybody staying home for the holidays? That's the big thing. And are you guys ready for another operating session? Ooh, I can hear the rumble from here. I can feel the rumble from here. I turned my subwoofer up on the rail driver. Nothing like slamming on the brakes. Alright. I forgot. I need to come down here and grab these two. Bad conductor. Alright. That was hard. Alright. And we're going to go ahead and air those up. Come on. Pull. You can do it. Beat a little engine that could. All right, so we're in good shape. So think but just getting all these out. I'm already trying to think of where I'm going to be putting all these things in Schenectady. This is 2,200 feet. This string, what I've got right now, will fill up one full track in the Schenectady yard. Add what's sitting over there, it's going to fill this. It'll fill everything just from this location. So it's an interesting problem to have. I think we'll fill this track up here. Push that back. I got room on this track. I do have a little bit of room on this track as well too, but not a lot. A lot of switches not set back to normal. We're good enough for that. That's for, okay, everywhere we worked. Okay, and we're going to come down this one. All right, I need more coffee. Because every locomotive has a Keurig in it. Just saying. That's what's missing. I couldn't figure out what was missing, and now I realize what was missing. It's the actual map. So you guys, I should have the map up on the screen so you guys can see exactly where I'm working. Coffee. I was being bad there. I was using auto brake and independent, and I should have been using dynamics. So I'm back on the dynamics again, trying to control the speed. Trying to keep it down below, get below 5. If I can get below 2, I'd even be better. Oh, that smells good. What's up, James? How you doing today? All right, let's get on the ground here. And, yep, F7 cheat for the win. Oh, gotta go. Panic cleaning the house today. You must be having a party. What's up, Dan? How you doing? I would if it. That's a good, interesting question, Dan. So your question is if you're gonna buy either one of these, and my chat just went away. Where'd my chat go? Are you kidding me? There it is. I brought it back. All right. So, I would say Selkirk, only because you get the hump yard. You get, I mean, in Mohawk you get DeWitt, but that's a flat switching yard. But you also in DeWitt you get the intermodal traffic as well too, and then DeWitt services the Utica yards. But between the two, I find myself spending most of my time on Selkirk, just because I like working the classification yard down there at Selkirk, working the B767. If you join my Discord, we'll get you over onto the MoSel Discord. The MoSel has a link to the operations guide for this area. So the B767 runs out of Selkirk and goes and stops at Guilderland and Schenectady, and then its final stop is Rotterdam. And then then you basically park your locomotives either in Schenectady or you can park them up there by Rotterdam. It's your choice. And then you've got R.J. Corman that works at Rotterdam. You have the NE1 that works Guilderland. Or you have two locals that work out of the Schenectady yard, which one of those locals comes here to this yard, which I forgot where this yard's at. I need to go grab the maps. So if it was my choice, I would do Selkirk. I believe there's a few free DLCs, or a few free, James. It is worth it. Yeah, you're right, DR. I mean, it's worth the expense. But here's what I did. You get a few intermodal cars. Anytime, and when I come to a stop, I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Give me just a moment. I don't want to go off the end of the track because then I crash the server and then I got issues. Then I'm going to have to ban myself. Okay. Yeah, if you ping me, I'll send you one. I'll put you in the bot for if I haven't done it already. I'll put you in the bot for the NorCal server, and then we'll get you the link for the MoSel Discord server and put you in the bot over there once you join. I want to stop just about right there is what I'm trying to do here. Just because if I slam it too hard, I don't want to go off the end of the track. All right. Not bad. Could have been better. Set a bunch of handbrakes because, like I said, when the local actually picks these up, if I slam into it too hard, then yeah. All right, so we go to keyboard shift, left control. All right, so on the train maker upper, that's left control and then F1 brings up the train maker upper. And if you notice all these cars, everything's is highlighted. I don't think actually now I look at this, I better go back and let me make okay, this is a perfect example. I have the MOW and the caboose pack, so I just have to install them because I forgot I had the issue and I used a backup copy to restore my Run8. But this is a perfect example. Whoa, that was loud. Whoa, James, thanks for the subscribe. Appreciate you, buddy. Welcome to the Lazy Farmer community there. Made me jump. Good thing I wasn't holding my cup of coffee. I would have spit it over everything. I might have to turn the volume down on that one just a tad. All right, anyway. So anything that's highlighted in blue, okay, those are cars that I actually have. The ones that are grayed out are cars that I don't. So when you start looking at like things like auto racks, you know, and the well cars, which is or your intermodal, you'll have a few that are light blue. So you can build the train just with those cars if you want, and if not, you can still use. I can still use these cars, but because the pack hasn't been installed yet, which means I have to go back and redo it, these cars will just be represented as a Run8 boxcar. They'll still function as they're supposed to be. So like in a boxcar, see I got a boxcar here. Where did that one go? I thought I had all the boxcar packs. Interesting. So anyway, so like this one here, it goes into an industry that is calling for a boxcar that is either loaded or unloaded. It's still going to operate as expected. Same thing with center beams, anything like that. So it's not going to affect the operation of Run8. It just affects the look of Run8. And if you're like me and you're like, man, I want my Run8 to look awesome, then yeah. No, not at all. In fact, thanks for reminding me, I will put a link. Well, there is a link in my description. You just go to Run8 Studios, and all you need, depending on what you want to do, all you need is the base game. So the base game will give you the Needle subdivision, the Mojave subdivision, and right in between those two subdivisions is the Barstow hump yard. Just that alone, there's a lot of work to be done there. That's the base game. Then you need whatever DLC you want to work. So going back to the question that we had earlier, if we had a choice between Mohawk and Selkirk, my personal preference would be Selkirk. It depends on where you live. All you need is the base game and then that one DLC. So we'll say Selkirk. And then you got a lot of railroading just out of the Selkirk area because that gives you the classification yard down there. Or if you want, say like if you're a Northern California fan, because I grew up in the Northern California area riding the train, thank you to a family member, all I need is just the base game and the Roseville subdivision. All right, these are loaded, so I'm going to break these here. Close that off. Let's push back a little bit. Let me get some more brakes on here. You're going to find too, I mean, Run8's got a little bit of a learning curve to it. I will be honest with you on that. Yeah, you're right, DR. They did. I just forgot that when I reinstalled Run8, and I have the video that I put out last night. Basically, it's a matter of just copying the parent file and putting it back, and saving it as a backup. I mean, that's what I did. I forgot that I need to reinstall the MOW file. I have to go down and figure out, and that, but like that one boxcar, I need to go figure out which pack that's a part of and reinstall that, do an update, and then I'll do another backup of the parent directory again, so it'll be up to date and hopefully get rid of everything. So you you live close to Norfolk Southern Line. So is that the new? I think that's the new DLC that just came out. So if that's your area, I get that. I mean, because when they dropped Fresno to Modesto, I mean that's where I live is right in the middle of that DLC. So now it's like when I'm playing by myself and not streaming or anything like that, that's where I'm at because that's where I live. So I get it. So if the new Norfolk line is where you live, then all you need is a base game and that DLC that just came out. So I get it. Now I don't know anything else because it's not in the budget. I do have money set aside, but that's for when they come out with Modesto to Stockton. So that's in my budget. It's set aside. That's what it's for. This was not what I was expecting during the month of December. So, okay, they came out with this line. So once I get paid, which is I believe next week, I'll have that one and I'll go over it and see what I can learn. Be honest with you, Norfolk Southern confuses the heck out of me. I don't know. It's just their tagging system confuses me. I'm going to push back a little bit. I'm going to take the pressure off this coupler. Mixed freight pack 6, I got that. All right. I got everything. I'm 100%, to be honest with you guys. I am 100%. Okay. All right, so let's pull this forward. All right, slow, and I'm pretty sure I think I can get the rest. User guide's good? Okay. So James says he's going to go for the UP line, the BNSF, the CSX, and Norfolk Southern. In other words, the translation on that statement, James, is you're going to buy them all. And I admire that. All right, I think... I'm debating in my mind whether I want to block that one track or not. And the answer is not. I don't have that much left. I mean, I will. I'll probably block it. I'll probably just push it in there, block that extra track. Because the next step here is to pull the... go over to Schenectady and figure out which local comes over here. You can. Left control on a keyboard, left control F3 brings up the horn menu, and actually you can see the highlight here is the lead locomotive that I'm using, and I've got the CSX horn that I'm using on it right now. I can change anything I want, and there's also an enhancement Discord that you can go to, and I mean, you cannot add cars to Run8. I'll make that very clear. You cannot add cars to Run8, but what you can do is you can change the appearance of the cars you already have. So if I were to pick on this tanker right here and say that I wanted to put graffiti on this tanker, then I would go look for the enhancement that has graffiti, and when you download that, it's the same file name as this tanker here. Back up the original file name. Once again, back up, back up, back up. If you don't back up, that's on you. And then you just replace the file name, and that way there'll be the same car, everything looking exactly the same, but then there would be graffiti on the side of this car. So and yeah, you're right, there are tons. I mean, and honestly, there's a lot of new ones coming out, and you can also go back down into the I just drew a blank on the name. The archived archive versions that they have. There we go. Let's get on the attachment here and take a look. There's a lot. There's actually websites out there that there's links for. That was left control F3 for the horns. Trust me. I mean, and that's the thing. That's part of what I really want to do is my servers are set up for teaching. Okay. I mean, get up here, start playing on them, make your mistakes. You can do this locally as well too. But if you want to play with some other people, I'd like this. I would love to see the population grow. But I try to avoid a lot of the rules come out on all the other servers, like the Depot Plus server and the High Green server, Mateo server. They have the rules in place because of shenanigans. So, and am I going to have shenanigans? Probably. It's just the nature of running a server. But the longer I can go without putting a bunch of draconian rules in place, the better it is. And I think the better it is for you guys. And we're just looking for, like, hey, you know what, James, I'm going to pick on you. Let's say, you got Run8, but you keep crashing the server. I'm going to take a look at and see why you're crashing the server, and hopefully get together with you on a one-on-one basis and go, okay, let's try to fix that. Oh, nice. So a huge train. I'll tell you, some of the most challenging ones are you can do a big train coming out of Sparks and going down. I didn't want to do that. Bringing it to a stop. I didn't want to bring it to a stop yet. And once you come over the summit for the Sierras, if you can handle that train coming down the mountain into Roseville, honestly, I think like Cajon or the Tehachapi Pass on the Southern California map will be a breeze. And they're no joke either, but I think it's a little bit steeper on that decline coming down from the summit into Roseville. If you're looking for a really good map, and it's all Union Pacific, but you can make it whatever you want. Maybe back my statement up that I was about to make. Run8's extremely configurable. Okay, you may like a map, and we'll say I'll pick on Northern California. You love the Northern California map, but you wish it was Norfolk Southern. Make it Norfolk Southern. Make it what you want it. It doesn't matter. This is my virtual model railroad. When you go into your basement and then decide what you want to do that day, your virtual basement, and then you go, okay, I want to work on scenery, and I'm doing air quotes. Scenery would be, okay, you're creating through trains, you're changing industries, industry names, a variety of different, it's all a variety of different stuff. I mean, that's You can't change track layout. You can't change buildings. I wish you could, because they got some new assets. But those things are set. But you know, your through trains and how industries operate and what they're calling for. That's the scenery side of things. When I talk scenery, say, okay, the next time you go down to your virtual basement, what you want to do is you want to drive a road train. All right, so I'm going to go from here on Selkirk. I'll start down in the Selkirk yard and take a train all the way up through, you know, past DeWitt, and I gotta slow this down. It's coming in a little bit. It's under 5, but that's a little bit harsh. All right, let me get on the ground here. Because my issues, people that have been with my channel for a while know that I cannot drive a train and monologue at the same time. How much room do I have back here? I think I am good. I think I'm absolutely good. I could come back a little bit more. How's the front of this train look? Let's go back up to the front. Oh, we're perfect, actually. I have room to bring cars in here if I need to. You want to hear the horn? There's your horn. There's the bell. So, yeah, I mean, it is it's the most realistic one out there. I mean, I don't like slamming other programs, but honestly, Dovetail Games never got it right with Train Sim. And what did it for me, I already bought it. I bought one Run8, but my commitment came out really about the time they came out with the Pittsburgh line. And there is a streamer. He hasn't streamed a lot lately, but he used to do a lot of content from version 1 and version 2, a little bit of version 3. And that's NS Horsehead SD70. He works for Norfolk Southern. And when they came out with the Pittsburgh line, he works where he brings trains over through Horseshoe Curve back and forth every day. And his statement was how trains operate through Horseshoe Curve in Run8 is exactly how they operate in real life. That's what I was looking for. And what I was also looking for was something to scratch my model railroader itch. I mean, I don't have room for a model railroad. Wish I did. And I mean, I'm kind of toying with the idea of going Z-scale, making a little bookshelf one. Toying with it. But I wanted something that, let's put it this way, was not scenario based. So in truth, this is scenario based. But you're close to a short line called Carolina for 8 points. All right. I'm not sure. Search that on the enhancement Discord, because I would not be surprised if somebody came out with a livery. Something about that, I mean, yeah, something about that seems like they may have. I don't know. I'm not going to guarantee it. All right, we're going to get these locomotives out of the way. I got cars staged here for pickup. All right, so these are good. Let's go, once we get these staged, we're going to jump over to the Schenectady yard and see if I can figure out which one needs to come this way. Well, maybe I know. Well, I know I've got to work Rail X over there. So we're gonna jump over to Schenectady Yard and see what gets needed. I know this needed to be done for some time. So all right, we're all set, and we're gonna go put these locomotives back over on one of these tracks over here and just let them chill. Probably right by there. We'll tie them down right there. You can. I mean, that's actually what I'm doing is I'm setting up the pickup. The B767 out of Selkirk, that's exactly what it is. It's mixed freight. And it drops, it's the turn that drops cars off at Guilderland, Schenectady, and Rotterdam. And then effectively what it should have done was pick up and work its way back, picking up cars going back to Selkirk, and then tying down in Selkirk, and do it all again the next day. So once again, part of that virtual model railroad, what do I want to do? Get into my basement. Now this is a request I had from one of my subscribers. Is, hey, can you do some CSX stuff? Okay, I'll do CSX today. So, and now he's also a fan of working locals. So that's what I'm working on. And I'm on my server. So, or I should say our server, but it's a server that I do host locally. This is the MoSel server, Mohawk and Selkirk subdivisions. I'm going to put my locomotives back here. Yep, and perfect. We'll move them right back onto that line there and tie them down there. All right, a little slow speed action. Maybe not that slow. Track speed in this area is 15 miles an hour. I kind of keep it right about 10 miles an hour. And that's just a habit I developed because even though track speed's 15, which is from the map, on the Depot Plus servers, that's their rule of thumb is no faster than 10. Come on this way, buddy. So keep in mind when you do this too, this is the Run8, pretty much the era that they're modeling is about 1995 to about 2005, somewhere in there, and they've taken some artistic liberties, but those liberties are so we have things to do. Intermodal's more coming into its own. All right, let's bring this to a stop. Put about 10 pounds on independent. All right, neutral. Handbrakes are on. We can tell that because I applied them through the rail driver. Handbrakes are on. So what we do then, okay, kill the lights. We don't need lights. This is one thing I wish they would actually change, because if I just hit stop, they just stop. It would be like a nice little shutdown. And then if I hover on the side, hold down the F11 key and click, it puts me inside the cab. So I'm going to go ahead and kill the switches. Everything else I already turned off through the rail driver. I just wanted to kill those switches, which are, the engine run switch, fuel generator, or gen field, and then the control and fuel pumps. Those are all turned off. So now we're effectively tied down. All right, back on the ground. That's it. Work out here is done. And we're going to go, whoops, I want to go bring up the dispatch screen. So we were down in this area somewhere. This is, once again, for those that are not used to Run8, this is the dispatch screen. This is not a map. Okay, the maps are available from the Depot Plus. I would heavily recommend that you have those. If you have a second screen, you can have the map up on the second screen, or print the map out. And like I'm a tactile person, I'd rather have it in my hands. So, but I can tell you right now, this is in the area where I'm at. I need to go back up to here, so we're going to go ahead and hover on that and hit the space bar, and we get the transporter sound. All right, as cars start to pop in, that's the Q091. Let me get into free fly, or what I call drone mode. All right, the B758. I'm looking to see what I got here. Selkirk, West, Schenectady, FGI. Okay. All right. I think this is the one that goes. Yeah, this one goes. This is the one that I want. But before I do that, I've got a little maintenance down here. All these cars are ready to go. But I have this little facility down here. So these are empty. Those need to get pulled out. And these need to be put, and I need about 10 cars put in, so this will be a quick one right here. All right, the one thing I did not do, let me get on the ground, is I did not relinquish that last train, so I'm going to relinquish that. And yes, I'm using, well, this one I was using the Southern Pacific, because at the time, I wonder, let me take a look at something here. That's for Modesto. I could do a Run8 one, UP. This is Conrail territory. Oh, that's an SD40. I want an MP15. I can put a CSX here. I think when I put the SP there, I was not. I'm going to go with the SP. GMTX. Eh. You think GMTX? All right, we'll do that one then. Oh, I got to delete the other one because I had taken possession of it. We'll delete that one. We'll go with this one. Let's change the tag. Let me grab my keyboard. Okay. Get some lights on. Cool. I had to yell at the engineer, tell him it's 3 honks to go in reverse. So this was the Q. All this is for the Q90 and the Q91. Very simple. So on these maps, the Q90 comes in off of the Mohawk sub. It comes from Chicago, and it just comes straight here, and the engines get tied down. That's what you saw over there, the Union Pacific engines, I think, if I remember correctly. They just get tied down there, and then they sit there and wait until all these cars get worked. Now, in the real world, these cars get worked every day. And then the next day, well, in one day, they all get worked. And then the next day, they all get built into the Q91, which goes back to Chicago. Which, that's my wish list, honestly, is that they would give us the southern tip of was Lake Michigan around Chicago, because every single Class 1 railroad has an exchange there. And I think it would be one of the coolest things to be able. See, I gotta change this industry right here. It says because the cars coming out are saying Q91, and they should say come out to say Q91 to Chicago. So something changed over here. One of the things too that you could do if you're looking for a lot of work to do, whatever map you decide to go with, James, download the config file from the depot. You can certainly, that wall's a little close. I never noticed that before. Alright. Wow, I never noticed that before, how close that is. But download the config file from the depot. It's right on the main page under the download section. And then look for in the forums, join the forums, and then look for in the forums very populated. And one of the forum members, Brad, has made some really good, very populated configurations. And so I would grab those. That'll, no matter what map you run on, grab the one for Southern California, grab the one for whatever map. If you go with Selkirk, if you go with Northern California, if you get all of them, grab those very populated. Now there is not a very populated out there for Northern California. He hasn't done it, and there's a really there's a reason why he hasn't done it, and it's a bit of a frustration, but I get it. So he has I don't think he's going to be doing it at any time soon. Don't hold your breath. But you can come up, if you look at what he's done on the other maps, you can kind of follow what he's kind of done and do it yourself. Oh, I was talking about scenarios too. Let's see, I want to go down. I think I want to go down that one. I have to go take a look. We'll pull up and we're going to take a look at these other two leads here. Yeah, I got the Dovetail, and the Dovetail, you know, the train sim, it was on sale last year during this time. It's been a year. I have not played. It's not even installed. But it was heavily discounted, so I went ahead and bought it just to go check it out. Visually, it's very appealing, but they lost me. One, I knew they did scenarios, which is, I don't know, I don't want that. I want to be able to do what I want to do when I want to do it. I don't want to have to worry about scenarios. All right, let's go ahead and bring this to a stop. All right, how much room do I have on this one? Looks like I got a lot of room, actually. Oh, yeah, I do. All right. And the one scenario, I will point to the one scenario that absolutely lost me, and that was there's an injured hiker, and you're gonna jump on the train, and you're gonna go. Oh, you're not gonna let me mount this one? Nope. Okay, fine. So you know, the injured wife has called, and she wants you guys to stop and pick him up, and and so he can get help. The problem I have with that scenario is you're going to tell me that this guy's wife is not going to call. And I'm being a realist. She's not going to call search and rescue. She's not going to call the sheriff's department, police department, fire department. Hey, 911, my husband's injured. He needs help. This is where he's at. He's hiking in this area. Let 911 sort it out. No, you're going to call the train. Because the train is going to be able to find your husband. Yeah, no, that one, that's where they really lost me, was that. And you could tell, it's a foreign. When I say foreign, I think they're out of Europe somewhere. They don't understand American railroading and our terms. There's a few terms. I'm not a railroader. I just play one on my streams. I have to use brakes because there is no dynamic brake on these MP15s. But anyway, no, I mean, it just, yeah, and that's not, I don't want to do that. It's like, here's a scenario. The Q90, the Q90 came in, work cars. Okay, I'm done with that. What's my next one I'm going to do? Well, I worked the industries over there and off of the B758. Now I'm going to be going and working, I mean, seriously, it's what I come up with the scenarios. I do what I want to do. Yeah, I thought it was UK, but it was Europe. You're UK, but it still doesn't matter. It's not. They don't get it. I don't know what they were trying to achieve. At least with trains, 2022. They don't honestly. I need to change. I'm going to change this one, I think, as well too. But at least with trains, its foundation is in model railroading, and that's what that program is. I mean, the trains operate like they would on a model railroad layout. I get that. Okay, that makes sense to me, and there's there's a couple of streamers, one in particular that I'm thinking of, that I had a chat session with him, and everything he does, before he streams, he has to he pre-places his cars, and then he streams his moves, and that's cool. That's kind of model railroading. Run8, you can generate your trains. You can say, okay, if I want it, when I'm ready, when this one goes off the map, when I'm ready to get get another Q90 to come in, I can drop it in, then bring it down here. I can generate based off industry needs. I can generate a train and have it spawn based off of industry needs. So I don't have to go and do a lot of pre-work. I let the automatic dispatcher, do that pre-work. All right, let's go ahead and put 4 in. Perfect. Okay. Close that. Push back just a little bit. Stretch force off. Okay. And you can play as realistic as you want, of course, or as casual. I'm a very casual player, very casual. I think for the most part, like High Green, Mateo, they're casual. But if you play Depot Plus, they're very realistic. And the majority of the guys that play on Depot Plus, they are, which is not a bad thing, but they're they're currently working for railroads or they're retired railroaders. But if you're looking to up your game, hey, it gives you an opportunity to talk to these guys, and what would you do in this situation? What would you do in that situation? And I mean, there's some education. There's a very good educational piece there. But you know what? It's once again, when you play, whether you play on a server or you play locally on your own computer doing your own thing, or open up your local computer for friends and family to play with you, you guys can choose how realistic, what to do. It's not bad. It's a lot of fun. And operating sessions are fun. I've had a lot of fun doing the operating sessions out of the NorCal. We've got to do another one. So we're going to pull these cars up, and then I think I take 8 at a time. And then we'll move them into its slot, and then we will I'm thinking about these particular this particular Q90, and something that I read on the Depot Plus forums is that I know that for the Depot they just brought these in, but it's let me get on the ground. F7 cheat. Alright, I want to come back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'm going to grab that one. Space, and then just what is going on here? That's interesting. What's going on? Don't tell me my keyboard's going out. I'm trying to do a bunch of X's and it's not. Every key works except for my X key? What is up with that? Welcome back, James. Capital X works. Lowercase doesn't. So I will just do. I'll put a bunch of dashes there. All I'm doing is mark. It doesn't affect how the cars worked by the industry. Oh wait, no, it's by 10. Now I see it. There's one here. Rail X 10. All right, so it's 10 cars at a time. All right, so I forgot that I did that. So I can take those off. Oops. There we go. All right. So we'll pull 10 cars up, and I'm going to pull them forward. And we'll break between the 10th and 11th car, right equal with this one. Shove the 10 back, and we're done with Rail X. And then I think we'll be done with the stream, actually. I just looked at the time. Got about 15 minutes left. But I was thinking about these cars that when they set this up from the depot, all these cars are the same. There was an individual that he put it up on their forums that he lives right here by Rail-X, and as a kid, he used to watch these trains come in every day in the morning and then leave at the end of the day. And all of the reefer cars that they would bring in are represented in the car packs that Run8 has. So he built a train using all those cars. And I think that that's maybe something that I want to do. I don't know what cars he used, but I think I might just change up and just to have a little bit of difference here. You utilize all on the Q90 coming in, utilize all the different reefers. I think it would look more realistic. You guys tell me what do you think? I'm thinking next Saturday, probably in the evening. Probably the Met. So, which is going to be up around Modesto on the Southern California map. I think that's where I'll go. All right, come on up, come on up. So handbrake on. Another handbrake. And one more. Not much left on this. We'll be ready to send this one off the map. All right. So we're going to brake here. Close that one. Let's push back. Go in reverse. There we go. That's good enough. Be 2 notches. These are loaded, so I got to make that little MP15 work a little harder. And then when I sign off, I will be adding the rest the other cars and then doing another backup. So everything you do, the biggest takeaway, which really saved my bacon when it came to Run8, is backup, backup, backup. So once I sign off too, I'll jump into Discord. Anybody that wants access to NorCal or Pittsburgh or MoSel or all of them, just send me a ping in the Discord server. We will get you into the other servers as appropriate. All right, we're just going to go ahead and let's see, industry, yep, right about where that sign is. Okay. So this stream went much better than last week's. But then again, if you weren't here for last week, yeah, it was the executable file for Run8 during one of the updates, whether it was a Run8 update or a Windows update, because I did both, became corrupted. And all it was doing was, well, I could jump in, fire up a locomotive, and then it would just immediately go right into Notch 8. And I thought, also checked too, make sure that my licensing was working as expected, and it was. I mean, it was said I was using a licensed version of Run8, so that's taken care of automatically. You don't have to like submit your purchases anymore. It's done as long as you have an internet connection. So it said I was good, but this last update, it was very small, and one of the files that was updated was the executable file. So it was just, that's why I'm kind of thinking, yep, they made a goof, and I get it. It happens. I'm not one to like flip a biscuit and start saying that a product is terrible, because it's not. They fix it. They work on it. They hear us, and they work on, and they add things, and like I said, the last half of 2024 has been pretty phenomenal. Yeah, right into the wall. Okay. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we will push these all the way in. Stopping with the 10th car right about in here somewhere. Yeah, we should be fine. Loud metal on metal. Exactly. Now the thing with Mohawk and Selkirk, this was actually developed by one of the developers for Run8. It was his own little pet project. So it doesn't get a lot of love, but it's a very good DLC. Highly recommend it. And he has been on this year, as a matter of fact. He made some changes, fixed some things, and we're going to bring this to a stop. All right, close that off. Push back a little. Do not need notch 2. There we go. And look, safety last, run in front of a moving train. All right, we'll come down here. We'll just back this in. This is where this locomotive parks, ties down, shuts down, whatever terminology you want to use. And we are currently at the 1 hour 57 minutes, so this will be the end of the stream. So yeah, I actually have something I got to work on too. I got to get my little advertisement thing. You know, if you like the content, please subscribe. There's also membership options as well too, so you can take advantage of some of those if you like. Members do get to see some of the streams before others. And there's also a nice little option that if you want that one-on-one training, yeah, we will schedule that. It's a membership perk. Otherwise, it goes dark. Oh, it goes dark. I gotcha. I'm like, Hank, you scared me. I thought, wait a minute, I'm not streaming. No, I'm looking at the stream. I'm streaming. What are you talking about? It's going dark. No, it's the locomotive goes dark. I gotcha. How you doing, Hank? I thought you might be lurking. I felt a disturbance in the force. I'm kidding. I would think more that'd be like something that would be on Microsoft Flight Simulator. Well, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, Hank. Other than you can watch the video later. Or you can come join us and when we play on the new Norfolk Southern. Talk about going dark. There goes my stream chat again. Oh, I'm getting hiccups. Might be my internet. And it's back. No, it's nobody's fault. Nobody's fault. But you're here. That's the main thing. You're here. All right, let's tie that down. Oh, we can go ahead and shut it down. And once again, let's go hold down the F11, click on the side. Oh, that one doesn't move. Okay. Turn off all the switches. We're good. Turn off the lights. We're good. Oh, wait a minute. That's interesting. It's tied to the lights. Oh, headlight front. Okay, that's why. And then headlight rear. Okay, never mind. That's why. That's why. Okay. If I had only, if I had read that right there, headlight front, that would have been a clue. Okay, so we are tied down, powered down, all breakers off. RailX has been worked. Transload facility's been worked. So let's take a look. Oh, I have nothing on this track. Okay. So this is a holding track for cars going back to Selkirk, and most of those cars that I have over the transload will fit over here. The balance will fit in the little Schenectady yard. So we need to work the B760 and the B758 the next time we come back here out of Schenectady. And then once we're done here, we go up to Rotterdam as we fly through the fog. And we got cars here. Oh, darn it. I know exactly what's going on here. Yeah, this is an issue. Hang on. Where are you guys coming from? I think I know what train this is. Oh, the Q1, oh, the G102. The G102, and this is held up as well. the G102, and another one. So all these trains come through here. I need to get rid of this one. So I have to go get into the server. And the reason they can't go anywhere and exit out this is because this is actually the eastern side of Rotterdam. So that's why these cannot, and I don't know why they did that. Okay, let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Those stay because those actually are going to go back. No, you're not. Shut up. Go away. Nobody wants to hear your noise. All right. So I need to go take care of the G102s when I get off of here. But then this is all RJ Corman territory. And so, the Cargill, I got to change that back to an RJ Corman livery. But we have industries all back in here. So these all need to be worked. So that's a lot of work. So asking which one I would go to, this is just an example. This is the farthest side of the B767. That comes out of Selkirk. So you have the RJ Corman gets worked, and then these cars would go back to Selkirk, stop in Schenectady, pick up all those cars going back to Selkirk, and then stop at Guilderland, pick up any cars there that go back, and then go back to Selkirk and classify them, and then get them off the map. So, and that's why I was thinking too, I parked the B767 locomotives there on the Y in Schenectady, but this doesn't go anywhere. This would be almost a better place to park those locomotives, is put them back in here. Or just somewhere, if you want to block. Well, that's just a seam. So you can put them right here, just tie them down. So that's it. Anyway, we got plans for the next stream. I don't know. It's not going to be here. I'm thinking like back in the Met. I've got a train up there that since I have to redo everything again. So I'm thinking the Met. Oh no, we'll see what the mood. Once again, I walk down into my virtual model railroad. What do I want to do? And for you guys, what do I think is going to be good content for you guys? And of course, right after the first will be the new Norfolk Southern map. I'll be kind of playing around on that. We'll figure it out together. And then we got DRRP. Actually, has already been on the map, so I'll probably rely on him. Albino Trailgater, otherwise known as CSX. Have a safe day yourself. Thanks for hanging out. James, good chatting with you. DRP as always. Hank, good to see you again, my friend. And Dan, good to see you as well, too. Anyway, I will catch you guys. Oh, I forgot. I cannot forget KT deck, K-tie deck. So, nice. How good to see you there. Welcome back from your trips through in and around the Europe. I guess Paris, France, Germany, all that kind of made me jealous. Place I've been. Anyway, guys, have a good one. Enjoyed it. Glad to be back. Take care. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Whatever you say to your friends, family, loved ones. Hope you have a great, safe Christmas. Bye-bye.